All right, the A's take on the Tigers, 7:10 Eastern start time on Monday, May 9th, 2022. Detroit's minus a $1.20, total 7 runs. Michael Pineda for Detroit. Paul Blackburn for Oakland. When it comes to the total on this one, 6 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings with each other did get over the number. As far as this year's concerned, 4 out of Paul Blackburn's last 5 starts got over the posted total as well. Meanwhile, Detroit, on the other side of things, they saw overs recently with the likes of Pittsburgh and the Angels. When it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my extra daily bet on Pt.2 here today. So if you want to see whether I like the struggling Tigers laying the juice at home, or if I like the sputtering Athletics who haven't won a game in a while, getting the job done on the road here, there's only one way to find out, and that's to sign up for my extra daily bet on Brockpage.com. And that play is going to cost you just $2.99. And just remember here, guys, if you sign up for my extra daily bet, you're going to get access to that membership every single day all the way through the end of May. And as an added bonus here, guys, you're also going to get access to my daily best play on my website every single day all the way through the end of May as well. Of course, that package is going to be included with your purchase here today. Now, guys, the link for my extra daily bet is currently located in the description section below. But as far as making a free pick goes for this ball game here, I'm going to lean toward the over 7 runs in that contest. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Guardians taking on the White Sox, 8:10 p.m. East. Chicago's minus $1.80, total 7.5. Michael Kopech for Chicago, Zach Plesac for Cleveland. And even though Plesac's had a rough start to the year, the Guardians have gotten the W in 7 out of their last 9 ball games. Now, this Cleveland lineup is led by Jose Ramirez, who's got 7 home runs and 30 RBI. Ramirez is still leading the majors in that RBI category. Meanwhile, teammate Owen Miller's got himself an OPS of 1.043. He's actually in the top 5 in the majors right now in that category. And speaking of the hitting in this one, this Cleveland lineup is currently in the top 3 in the bigs in both scoring and batting average. They're taking on a Chicago lineup on the other side of things, who actually doesn't do a great job at the plate despite their current winning streak. These guys are averaging only 3.3 runs a game for the year, and they're also amongst the worst in the American League right now in OPS at the plate. Now, when it comes to cashing in on the run line, well, the White Sox have also had a tough time cashing in on it at home. These guys have covered in only 5 out of 13 contests at Guaranteed Rate Field. And despite how good he's been through 23 innings of work this year, starting pitcher Michael Kopech, he's still in search of his first win of the 2022 season here. Now, total-wise, Chicago saw 3 out of their last 5 home games get over the line. They're also 7-3 to the over in their last 10 outings at any location. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Cleveland's gone 70% to the over in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Cleveland plus 1.5 in the over 7.5 runs. Next ball game I have for you, it is going to be the Rays taking on the Angels. And that's going to be a 9:38 Eastern start time. Now, the LA Angels are minus $1.25 with the total at 7.5. Noah Syndergaard for Los Angeles. Jeffrey Springs for Tampa Bay. Now, Springs has shown some really good stuff in limited action. Now, out of his last 13 innings of work, the lefty's got 14 strikeouts and a .69 ERA. Now, Tampa Bay's also gotten the W in 6 out of their last 7 ball games, and they're one of the best road-scoring teams in the American League. Manny Margot's batting .325 with 20 RBI and 41 total bases. Meanwhile, Wander Franco's hitting .310 along with 19 runs scored. Now, they're taking on an Angels club who strikes out an awful lot at the plate. As a matter of fact, these guys are in the bottom 10 in the majors right now in that particular category. As far as the pitching is concerned in this one, strikeouts are down this year for Noah Syndergaard, despite some pretty good numbers. Now, total-wise, 7 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings got over the posted number. Matter of fact, the Angels actually allowed nearly 7 runs a game during that span I just mentioned. Meanwhile, the Rays on the other side of things, they are currently 8-5 to the over in their 13 away games this year themselves. I'm going to lean toward Tampa Bay plus 105 and the over 7.5. Next ball game I have for you, it is going to be Phillies taking on the Mariners, 9:40 p.m. East. Seattle's minus $1.20, total 7.5. Chris Flexen for Seattle, Ranger Suarez for Philadelphia. And when it comes to the total in this one, Philadelphia saw overs recently with the likes of the Mets, Rangers, and Rockies. They've also gone 6-4 to the over in their last 10 meetings with Seattle. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Meanwhile, the Rangers on the other side of things, they've seen their fair share of overs at T-Mobile Park. They're currently 9-4 to the over in front of their home fans. And that's good for nearly 70% in that particular category. So plenty of overs between these two squads here. And of course, when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game is being featured as my board member tier package bet on Brockpage.com here today. And just a reminder here, guys, board members get access to every single bet that I give out on my website every single day, all the way through the end of May. So if you do end up signing up for a membership here today, not only are you going to get access to my board member tier bet, you're also going to get access to every other bet I give out on my website every single day, all the way through the end of May. The board member package is an all-inclusive membership. But as far as making a free pick goes, I'm going to lean toward the over 7.5 in that ball game. Next contest I have for you, it is going to be Cubs taking on the Padres, 9:40 p.m. East. San Diego's minus 175, total 7.5. Mackenzie Gore for San Diego, Kyle Hendricks for Chicago. Now, Hendricks is just 1-3 on this season with a 5.64 ERA and a 1.48 whip. The Cubbies also find themselves in the middle of a 5-game skid, and they got the W only one time in their last 9 outings as well. Now, they're taking on a San Diego team who won 7 out of their last 10 themselves, and they do a real nice job working the count while batting. And what I mean by that is this. The Padres are arguably the best team in the majors right now in team walks at the plate. Manny Machado's gotten 15 free passes on the year already. He's also hit 7 home runs. Meanwhile, Eric Hosmer is batting .351 along with 18 RBI. And even if the bats don't come alive here tonight for San Diego, it really shouldn't be much of a problem for Mackenzie Gore, who's shown some electric stuff here in the early going this season. The lefty's currently 2-0 in the year with a 1.71 ERA. Now, when it comes to the number, San Diego's currently 10-4 to the under at Petco Park. Meanwhile, Chicago's gone 7-5 to the under in their contest away from Wrigley. I'm going to lean towards San Diego minus 175 and the under 7.5. All right, next ball game I have for you, it is going to be Marlins taking on the D-backs, 9:40 p.m. East. Miami is minus $1.20, totals 8.5. Eliezer Hernandez for the Fish, Humberto Castellanos for Arizona. Now, when it comes to the number in this ball game here, Arizona's actually seen an absurd amount of unders at home this year. The D-backs are currently 13-2 to the under at Chase Field. Meanwhile, the Marlins on the other side of things, they've seen a good amount of unders when they travel as well. They're 11-4 to the under in all of their away games this year. Now, when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game's being featured as my $1.99 daily best play on Brockpage.com here today. And the link for that bet is in the description section below. But as far as making a free pick goes, I'm going to lean toward the under 8.5 in that ball game. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup for the video. It is going to be Rockies taking on the Giants. 9:45 Eastern first pitch. San Francisco is minus 240, total 6.5. Carlos Rodon for San Francisco. Austin Gomer for Colorado. And despite some pretty good performances out of Gomer, the Rockies have won only 5 out of 12 road games this year, and they've been pretty bad at the plate when they travel. Matter of fact, Colorado is currently in the bottom 3 in road scoring. And no real surprise here, Colorado is also in the bottom 5 in road hits. They're taking on a Giants club who's got one of the toughest pitchers in the game starting here today in Carlos Rodon. He struck out 41 batters already, and he also has a whip of just .83. When it comes to offensive production, this one, the Giants are amongst the best scoring teams at home in the National League. Now, total-wise, the Giants have seen 5 out of their last 8 at Oracle Park get over the posted number. They've also averaged nearly 7 runs a game in their last 10 meetings against Colorado. I'm going to go ahead and lean towards San Francisco, minus 1.5, and the over 6.5 runs. And for that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at Pt.2.